Minutes after 8 o'clock, we're delighted to have some special guests with us. You probably recognize this guy. He's known as Vic the Chili Man, and he's here this morning with Gabe Ospina. Gabe, how you doing this morning?
Good.
Doing really good. Well, that's good to hear because we've got a big event coming up. You're going to take part in it, aren't you, Gabe?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better believe it. Vic the Chili Man, it's a shred event. And Vic, great to have you with us here this morning.
Thank
Explain
you
what shred is.
All right, shred was an event that I started, I guess this is our 5th year, to help this guy.
Yes.
So Gabe was our initial recipient. When I found out why he was in the wheelchair and how much his medical expenses cost, the skateboarding community, we got together and had a skateboard event, and we raised $2,500 to help him get stem cell therapy.
Yeah, that was the first one.
That was the first one.
That was the first. And then you thought, oh, this will be just a quiet little nobody. And all of a sudden, it explodes. Tell me what happened.
Year 2, we adopted his best friend Luke, and who also was born with spina bifida. We ran another skate event. Year 3, I decided I wasn't doing enough work, so I started this art event where we painted skateboards, and I bought, like, I don't know, 30 skateboards with my own money, thinking, man, it's a nice way to make a couple extra bucks for the families, and it went completely through the roof. I couldn't buy enough skateboards for people to buy, or to donate. And this past year, year number 4, we went with just the art show. We raised over $15,000 in one day selling art on skateboards mainly.
Yeah, and these aren't ordinary skateboards, are they?
No.
No. Tell me about this.
This is a gentleman named John Glenn. He has a space over at Charlotte Art League, and he does this. It's tactile. He actually does, these are all perfect little dots done in these beautiful patterns. And Charlotte Art League has been a huge help to us. They've helped us get dozens and dozens, maybe up to 100 pieces over the last couple of years.
Wow.
To the tune of thousands of dollars. That's a piece that I worked on. It's I've used the skate.
Stormtrooper.
That's actually grip tape that I razored out. And then painted the back and the front different colors, and it became this really neat. I call it the dark and the light side.
R2-D2. There we go. Yeah. And, Gabe, what do you think about skateboards?
Well, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they are pretty good. What do you think about this event that Vic has started? I mean, what's it mean for you?
It probably means, like, I like it because you have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you have a lot of fun. You see a lot of interesting things, too, don't you?
He's a star that day. He rides around in this wheelchair, and Luke do as well. Like, they own the place. They meet people. They talk to people. They scare us to death going down the handicapped access ramps. He rides this thing like a race car driver. He can stop and turn on a dime.
Wow.
And we were doing an event a couple years ago, and him and Luke going down this access ramp, and people, adults, were just having a freak out. Of course, Kristen wasn't, and Christy, Luke's mom, they're just watching it like, well, whatever. And the rest of us are going, ah! And they'd stop, and they'd turn around and look at us.
Yeah.
And then they get on their way.
They know exactly what they're doing, don't they? Yeah, you young people. Got some great shoes on there, too, Gabe. I like those lights on the back. Vic, tell me something. There's going to be art, there's auction, this, that. The Can of Peaches auction. What in the world is it? You got to take part in this because of this. What is that?
The Can of Peaches. I work with the Piedmont Middle School Honors Art class, and they've donated, again, dozens of pieces over the past couple of years. We've become an actual event there. So in year 1, I told the teacher, Natalie Zerwinski, I said, please, some of these kids' parents like own and run some nice businesses. Can you talk to them about maybe getting us some prizes? So she lets out to the class. Class, if your parents own or run a business, Vic's looking for prizes for the raffle. And one smarty pants kid, Lucas, he puts up his hand and says, I'll donate a can of peaches. Well, she tells me this, and I texted her back. I said, you tell him I better get that can of peaches. And it can't be a cheapy store brand. He better bring me a nice can of peaches. And he did. So I brought up there the first year, and I decided to live auction, tell the story, and live auction. And we got $48 for a can of peaches. The person who bought it back in the second year, and we auctioned it live again. We got $58 for the can of peaches. So we're all signing it. And every year, you're basically renting it for a year. You get to take it, and then you bring it back, and we're going to continue. The lady who brought it back, it was so cool. She stood out there, and she's holding the can of peaches, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's this wonderful event. And we've run out of time. Vic, Gabe, thank you so much for being here this morning. Looking forward to the event. We've got all the information. It's when?
This Saturday, Unknown Brewery. 12 to 7.
All right. There's the information. We're going to have this on our website as well, WBTV.com. You have got to go. You'll have more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
Yes.
It's going to be just great. All right, 16 after 8. We'll be back right after this.